Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Rejuvenation Intense Mode, No Items Let's Play, and this is part 84 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. So I guess with that, we shall continue on. Whoa, look at this place. It's different from that other building. I don't know why, but this place is giving me bad vibes. I think I know what you're talking about. Something's real weird here. Guys, I can't explain it, but I have a real big desire to go upstairs. It's probably your instincts telling you where the exit is. That makes sense too. We fell down, so the only way out is up. I don't know. I'm not here to fight you. What? I said I'm not here to fight you guys. I'm done fighting. But why the sudden change of heart? You guys said before that what I know are all just lies. Can you prove that? I want to believe you all. You just seemed so sincere back then. I'm conflicted. Crescent showed me everything that happened with a vision. It seemed so vivid and real that I didn't consider the possibility that it could be fake. A vision, in that case. I think there is one way we can explain this discrepancies? I have no clue how you pronounce that. I'll just skip over it. I know I've been on this small talk before. I don't know why, but just growing up, I've always had speech issues. I've been in speech classes since elementary school and throughout all of middle school. But I don't know why. It's I don't know if it's a small speech impediment thing. I know a few speech teachers that I used to go to said something like that when I was younger, but I know I've also had issues with pronouncing certain words or certain sounds, I guess, and overall big words like that are my weakness, and even some words that aren't big words, I still somewhat screw up, so yeah. But I do believe overall, getting into Let's Plays, I feel like I've gotten somewhat better at talking and reading. Definitely compared to my older videos. I wish I can forget about all of that. But I don't know, I feel like I have improved. Maybe not, but it is what it is, and I do apologize again if it does annoy or bother people. But enough of that, let's continue on. There is. The girl with red hair. Let me explain. Melia explained everything she knew about the girl with red hair. So you're saying that the crescent I saw could have been someone else entirely, and according to this girl with red hair, Crescent is dead. That's the gist of it. Yeah, she's capable of creating indistinguishable something like that. I'm just gonna give up there. Scenarios. We've all been fooled by it once or twice, so then what's real? Huh? Ren said it himself. If she can create fake scenarios is how I'll word it, then how do we know that everything we've gone through up to this point is real? For all we know, every step has been predetermined, scripted, and fabricated. I'm asking, what is the truth? Never mind, I'm going to choose to believe you guys, even if it still turns out to be a lie in the end, because I want to believe that my friends would never abandon me. Nim. And I'm going to travel with you guys whether you like it or not. Got it? No objections from me. I'm fine with this. Just don't try to pull anything stupid. Good. Oh, and just so you know, I ran into Team Zen on the way down here, so be ready to fight. We always are. Okay, so then we can have a group talk here. What do you suppose this place is? It looks like the lobby of some corporation's headquarters. I think that much is obvious, but look at this place. Perhaps this is a Garufan settlement again like we theorized. It's just like back at Askilith, the style is similar. But yet, they're quite different as well. Odd, isn't it? Could you describe the differences you've noticed? Well, for one, this place is trying to burn my eyes with its color scheme. Seriously, I would believe you if you said this place didn't have any lighting. Your eyes must be light sensitive. Yeah, I have photophobia. Harsh lights give me migraines and all like that. So sorry for reading that wrong. Ren, I never knew that about you. Guess that conversation never really needed to come up. I've had glasses, but I don't really think glasses look good on me. So what if they don't look good on you? Does that matter? You're stupid for letting a shallow reason like that stop you from caring for yourself. Dang, you really dug into me there. Nothing I can deny though. Poor Ren. I guess we'll continue on. Oh, we do have speed up. I don't know, it just doesn't really seem super quick. I've kind of noticed that, like with some areas, like it's not super quick. Not that it's like a big deal or anything, sorry. But it's fine. Well, look who it is. Melia, why are you giving us so many problems? Team Zen Grunt, why are you needlessly harassing people? Because we want to survive. Our reasoning is the same. And I'll pause here. I'm just kind of having a bro moment. I had the Gardevoir out, I was gonna Thunderbolt, but this thing has 1 point more than Guard. I don't know if that's just a coincidence, but I don't know, I found that pretty funny. I'll just pause here. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I knew if I find you running around here, if I just waited a little. Always persistent, Team Zen, that much I can give you all. I feel like I read that wrong, sorry. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Let's see if there's anything in here. And is there... There is. Hospital beds. This place could be the hospital buildings of this settlement. No matter where people reside, you need medical facility somewhere. They did treat people here, but I wouldn't exactly call this place a hospital. Look at that, she knows more, spill the beans then. What were people here treated for? Injuries. We kinda got that. Maybe I'll talk if you pay. Oh, for the love of, I'm not giving you any money, Nim. The heck? I don't want your stupid money. What do you want then? I was talking about gourmet treats. I love those things. Oh, I don't have any of those on me right now. I don't either. Out of luck here too. Sad. For a moment. Actually, technically with our character, like as Arrow, would that be different? I'm not sure. Ooh, that's kind of interesting, because like what if you do use like the Interceptor's Wish? I actually have not I don't think I've actually had a game that I've actually used it. Because like the Interceptor's Wish, you use your own team and your own items and stuff like that. I'm kind of curious if it is different. Maybe not, but I'm not sure. Data suggests that your downfall is right here now. I think you'll have to look at the data again because there seems to be some errors. I screwed that all up, sorry. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I forgot to try out the talk in this room. What are you thinking about? I was trying to figure out a way to turn on this display. The surface of the table has a display, right? Looks like one to me. Don't waste your breath, that thing is voice activated. None of us here have the authorization to mess with this thing. Kinda convenient that you know all of that, huh? What aren't you telling us, Nim? I have no idea what you're talking about. Uh-huh. Can you just tell us? Why are you guys so curious anyway? It's just a display like you said. You want to know what it displays? It displays irrelevant info that won't add anything, like the temperature of the building and stuff like that. Who knows, maybe information like that could be crucial to know. Tough luck then, cause I can't turn it on. If you can't turn it on, then how do you know that stuff? I just do, just take my word for it, please. Alright then, we'll take your word for it. And now we will go down this way. Team Zen is all over this room. How'd they know? How'd they assemble so quickly? They were probably in this area. Zen HQ has a ton of teleport points that they use to travel all around the region. It's how they were able to stay incognito for such a long time. One moment they're one place and another they're somewhere else. What the hell? Why don't we have cool tech like that? Nastasia was the one who invented it and it's pretty handy. Not without its faults though. Only one person can go through a teleporter at a time since it's so small. Whenever we need to carry things places, we have to do things the old-fashioned way. Poor Team Zen, they have to ride the subway too. Boo-hoo. For a moment. I probably shouldn't really skip trainers, but I'm gonna skip trainers if I don't really need to battle them. How many floors does this building have? From just taking a look at the building from the outside, it's a lot of floors, probably hundreds. We'll pass out from exhaustion before we get to the top of this thing. Why don't we, or what do you want us to do? Fly up to the top? No, I've tried that already. The top is covered by rock. With rock. There's gotta be a way to get that elevator active again, right? All we need is a card. We should look for an extra somewhere. Wouldn't it make sense for a Zen grunt to have one as well? Seeing as there are a couple down here, I doubt they have the intentions of walking up hundreds of stairs. Smart. Maybe we should head back and confront a grunt about it. Ren and I can take care of that. Nim and Melia can go on ahead. Any objections to this? Fine with me. None here. Cool, let's get this done. I guess there isn't any more group interactions. But real quick, can you just go back down here? I guess you can. I'm not gonna worry about it. So let's just keep going forward. Archetype detected in one individual, closing doors immediately. What the hell? What's going on here? Activating forced transformation. What are you doing? I didn't do this. Scanning archetype holder, please wait a moment. Level error, power level error. Loading medium challenge difficulty. Melia, look. Oh. Crap. Nim. Commencing Gatling. Melia, don't just stand there, do something. Gosh darn it. This thing could turn around and fill me I can't read. This thing could turn around and fill me with holes by just hitting it, and I'd rather not walk out of here looking like a slice of Swiss cheese. Yeah, same. I got an idea. Can you push that shield back or something? I don't know, I just learned I could do this half an hour ago. Calm down and try it out, otherwise you're done for. Darn it, Melia, you can do this. Oh. Perfect, just what I needed. Implode, you stupid machine. That was close, too close. If I didn't have that shield, you would have been torn apart by bullets, yes. Awesome. Say, that transformation you've been doing, I saw it before, but is that because of the archetype? Yes, I've only just recently awakened this power. I'm still getting used to it, but something in this room forced me to transform. I think this room is like a shooting range kind of place. Sorry. Not necessarily a shooting range, but a place of practice, sorry, and in general. Yeah, it detected the archetype within you and automatically set up a sort of training course. I can't read. The implications of that aren't nice to think about. Well, either way, that was kind of fun, wasn't it? No. Right, you were on the side of the bullets. Well, I got good news and bad news. Let's start with the bad, I guess. The door that locked us in is still closed, so I think we screwed something up with this training course or something. Malfunction, Gatling turret unusable, proceed as necessary. Now would you look at that? Well, we can't go backwards, so we just gotta go forward. If you're worried about Ren and Venom, I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm not worried about them, I know they can handle anything. It's... Suit yourself, let's go. I don't believe there's... No, doesn't seem to be anything else in there. Claydol, intruder alert, not intro. I don't even know what I was saying. Let me redo that. Intruder alert, intruder alert. It's one thing after the other. New friends, let's play. And I will pause here. Alright, sorry about that. One day I wish we'd have a mission that didn't involve fighting. Fighting is all there is. You can believe that if you want, I don't agree personally. That being said, I think we make a great team Nim. What? Intruder alert, intruder alert. We meet again. We meet again. We make a great team, don't make me laugh. Tell that to my broken back Melia, I'll show you how it's really done. For a moment. Oops, sorry, you were a little slow on that one, so I decided to give you a helping hand. I see, so that's how it's gonna be. I read that wrong. Got pissed, dude. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't like beat myself up too much about it, but like I know I've said before, like I feel like I have like moments that I actually am doing good with reading, but then I have other moments that I just screw up almost every sentence. I'm sorry. I know it's not a big deal and I shouldn't make it a big deal, but I don't know. I don't know. I just feel dumb. Let's just continue on. It doesn't matter. Fine, well played. I won't fall for that a second time. I'll show you who the better fighter is among the both of us. Spoilers, the answer is me. Oh, I don't know about that one. Happy said you lack technique. That might come back to bite you later. What the hell does that fat pigeon know about technique? This fat pigeon knows a lot more than you apparently. Let's try and keep up, Nim. You don't need to worry about that. For a moment. Let me talk to you actually. Why are you talking to me? I thought you said I needed to keep up. You do, but I was just checking to see if you were. How kind of you. I'm fine. Keep your eyes in the front. Is that actually it? Oh no, okay, never mind. I guess I just got unlucky and got the same thing 3 times. So tired. Do you need to rest? No, I can keep going. I have enough resources to do so. Then let's continue. You're tough, I'll admit that at least. I'm still better though. I thought I stopped hearing that broken record ever since my dad threw it away. But it looks like even an inanimate objects, I think that's how you say that, have ghosts. Dang, alright. This is just banter, by the way. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Would it kill you to display confidence for once? I understand it's banter. So what's life like when everything you want has been given to you? I wouldn't know. I had to work to get to where I am now, just like you. Yeah, the archetype you worked so hard for. I've been given power, yes, but it's not a privilege. It's the reason why so many of my friends have suffered. That includes you too, you know. What are you implying? That you are my friend? Oh, have you heard of friendship tax? Friendship tax? Yes, because we're friends, you owe me half of whatever you have on hand. Oh, sorry, I think I saw something over there. We should go check it out. Yeah. And I believe that's it. For a moment. You made it all the way up here. Oh no, even Team Zen made it past this point. It doesn't change anything. Let's just do what we always do. Do you have an elevator card on you? None of us in this section of the building were given elevator cards. Great. We can find our own if we just keep looking. Let's go. This should be useful. And I don't believe... no. Rejected. Life status deceased. Archetype status rejected. What does it mean to be rejected by the archetype? I think we can infer from what's just below the status. Oh no, they couldn't handle its power, poor Sebastian. But that's what happens to the weak in this world, you get eaten up. That's also another thing too, like... I guess like with the whole archetype thing, isn't there a... yeah, there is. Gotta be careful of that. But like, since Indrid pretty much like broke the archetype into 4 pieces pretty much, I guess that makes sense for 3 out of the 4 to be able to like not really have any issues with it, because like it's not as powerful as like the archetype not broken up, but Melia was the one, or well, technically Marionette. I'm not really sure the whole connection with Marionette and Melia. I have had a theory about it before, and I guess I'll get into that real quick. So, if this is true, I believe Marionette is like a reincarnation of, or I should say Maria is a reincarnation of Melia. Maybe? I'm not really sure. Pretty much similar to the whole Alita thing with Talia and Vivian and the whole Vivian's madness thing. I believe it's very similar, mainly because of the prologue. During the prologue, there was the scene where Indrid wanted to sacrifice Marionette. I believe it was interrupted by someone, probably Madame X, and after all of that happened, I guess a random child up and appeared when Marionette got sacrificed. Madam X pretty much took the child away from Indrid, and that kind of explains why Team Zen had Melia, since she was pretty much like, I guess, a young kid and wanted Jenner to be the father until a certain age that Madam X could use her. So yeah, that's kind of my theory on all of that. I feel like I'm on the right track, but I feel like I might be missing a few things, but I don't know. That's just kind of what I've thought about. It could be true, it may not be true, but it is what it is. My name is Lunala. I am from Bridgeport's 3rd District. I undertook the archetype today for the very first time. It rejected me. I am losing light fast. My body cannot handle its intense power. I am sorry to my mother. I could not become a success. Tell Leo that I will miss him. This is the end for me. For life, long live Garufa Incorporated. Lunala. How horrible. This is another case of the archetype rejecting a certain person. Does rejection mean certain death? Hard to say. We've only seen 2 cases of it actually doing so. Her name is Lunala. Wait, isn't that a legendary Pokemon? The goddess of the moon, Lunala. So, it's most certainly a coincidence. Perhaps. Oh, there was a key underneath this thing. Nice. Melia got the key. My name is Azer. I took on, or Azer, however you want to pronounce it. I took on the archetype's power. While I was able to have the power inside of me, I did not have the aptitude, I think that's what that says, to manifest its power. Upon doing so, my eyes were completely destroyed. If it weren't for Garufa's tech, I would not be able to write my final thoughts down. Despite my immediate medical attention I have received, it looks like the archetype itself is shutting down my body. I feel like I said that wrong, sorry. Marcy, my dear Marcy, I could not save you. I don't know if that's Marcy or Narcy. Or maybe Harsey? No, that's definitely an M. That's Marcy, because my dear is the same thing. The archetype destroyed Azer's eyes. Who is subjecting these people to these horrible experiments? Garufa Incorporated. That's what this place is, right? Can't be a coincidence that these test facilities are sectioned off. This place has experienced a ton of death and malpractice. Of course Team Zen would be snooping around in a place like this. Stop moping around. Look, there's another key underneath the letter. My name, Jessica. Can barely speak. The Gatling trial. I could not manifest so many bullets. Live Garufa Incorporated. Mommy, I love you. Oh God. The turret in the last room. That's kind of a given, you know. Of course people died there. I don't know if I can read this anymore. It sounds like these people suffered an immense amount of pain and anguish. I feel like the least you could do is hear out their final words. You're right. Looks like there's yet another key here. Let's keep going. My name is Hannah. I undertook the archetype's power. It did not reject me. However, as a result of my something, I have been diagnosed Janus syndrome, or Gene-Cis syndrome, however you pronounce that. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Gene-Cis syndrome, or Janus Genesis, however you want to pronounce it, sorry. Syndrome is when your body lacks the power to sustain the power of the archetype. Because of this, it acts as a parasite and drains the life out of its host. Even if the archetype is removed now, my body will most certainly not survive. This is goodbye. Hannah. Genesis Syndrome. That sounds terrifying. The archetype is trying to find a way to power itself. As a result, it tries to take power from its host, but it's never enough. So do you just die in bed or something? I don't even want to think about it. Oh look, another key. Who saw that one coming? Oh, we already read that, sorry. My name is Gillian. I think that's what that says. I undertook the archetype's power today. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with Genesis Syndrome. I completely lost the ability to speak, and I think my vision is starting to fade as well. Is all life on Earth going to perish? Why can't we handle God's power? This is what us humans get for becoming arrogant. Garufa Incorporated will save us all. They must. As a result of his disease, we lost the ability to speak. Not to mention, he presumably lost his vision entirely at some point. That is, if he didn't die of the disease beforehand. A grim thought. That's awful. I wonder what does that mean for you? For a moment. Emma. My name is Emma. I undertook the archetype's power today, and it failed miserably. I was unable to manifest its power, and I was normally wounded. No, I had that right, sorry. Wounded during a test. I thought I actually had potential, but I guess not. The doctors say I don't have that long left. It's cruel, isn't it? Life is just so cruel, but this is the path me and all the other volunteers chose. Humanity has nothing left but us. Is it all worth it in the end, though? What do we do? What do we want to survive for? Anyway, I'm losing energy fast. Garufa Incorporated is our last hopes. Please save us. Her name was Emma. Are you losing your mind over another casualty? When will you get used to? Wait a moment, something's wrong here. Oof, sorry for the pause there. What? Oh my god, I did not just do that. Whoops. I click X instead of the A button. Sorry about that. But this is the path me and the other volunteers have chosen. These people weren't subjected a life of experimentation. They were volunteers. There's no way. There's no way these people threw away their lives for nothing. They didn't throw away their lives for no reason. Didn't you read what they said in all of their letters? They expressed their belief in Garufa Inc. Every patient here said that Garufa Inc. would save them. Save them from what? I don't know. But whatever it is, it was worth sacrificing their lives for. No. Nim? It doesn't make sense. Why would anyone? I don't. Hey, it's okay here. I don't want your help. You keep saying that, but it's evident that that's not the case. I'm going to help you regardless of what you say. Are you sure these will make you feel better? Yeah, I love gourmet treats. Wait, hold up. I thought Melia said earlier she didn't have gourmet treats. Or maybe Nim had them? It doesn't matter. Well, good, I'm happy you're feeling better. Stop acting like we're friends. We are friends. Fine, we can be friends, but stop being nice to me. No. You just don't know when to leave a girl alone, you know that. Yes. Whatever, I've had my breakdown. Can we leave now? But why did you have a breakdown? Do you want to talk about it? I just don't want to talk about it. That's fine, I'm not going to pry. Talk to me when you're comfortable doing so. What if I'll never be comfortable enough to do so? That's an issue you have to work out yourself, but you have people who are willing to help. Can we just leave now? I don't want to be here anymore. Of course, I found a key in here as well, after all. I guess we'll backtrack now. And go in here. Oh, this is cool. Wait a minute. Don't tell me it's time for a breakdown now. For your breakdown now. I'm not good at playing counselor. No, I'm not going to have a breakdown. It's just this place. It looks exactly like some place I visited. I don't know if I could call it visiting. It was when Amanda knocked me out and carried me to Ignis Ironworks. I guess you could say I lost in my own mind. A long time ago, another person was absorbed into my subconscious, and while she was has no direct control, I learned that she has the power to somewhat influence my emotions. While I have been monitoring myself, I still find myself becoming more emotional in some situations. So it's like a second person living inside your mind, right? And you're questioning if the person you are now is the real one. Yes, that's exactly it, Nim. Stop worrying, that's not possible. What's more likely is that you've created this person inside your mind because they left an incredible impression on you. Because of this, a cognitive, however you pronounce that, version of this person began to exist within your conscious. These emotions aren't coming from you, they're from them, but from you, as a result of trauma. It's a way for you to shift blame on unwanted emotions away from yourself. Overlapping doesn't have side effects where there are two beings in one mind. That's another thing too that's really interesting, and I know that Melia like goes into it, like how Nim like knows all of that. But then again, like it also can be explained at the very beginning of version 13 where Nim was like watch out arrow and then she appeared in this time instead of whatever time she came from. So maybe back then she actually had knowledge of a lot of that and still knows a lot of that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's still just really confusing and interesting to think about. Don't get me wrong though, she's real as long as you consider her to be. Is that what you wanted to hear? Nim, I never mentioned anything about overlapping to you. I mean, that's. I can. Well, there's just. Speaking of which, you seem to know a lot more than you let off, and you've been especially skittish since we've grouped up together. What is up with you, Nim? What else are you hiding? I understood your situation because I thought I was the same. Someone living inside of my head, that is. Huh? Ever since I was born, uh, manifested, I've been having dreams about this other person. She would talk to me and I would sometimes see her memories. I thought they were just dreams, but it turned out they weren't. Who was this person who was inside your mind? She was the person I took my name from. Her name was Nimra. That's also another thing. Like, Nim could be like a reincarnation of Nimra as well, because let's just assume, Well, not even just assume. Most likely, Nimra lost to Vitus. And maybe Vitus did something to make her into one of the four darkness, I guess. Maybe. That being Nim. Or one of the four storms, however you want to word it. It's possible, because, like, there is, like, a resemblance. So, yeah, and it would explain why, like, Nim knows so much, because Nimra knew a lot as well, and most likely, like, knew all of that, so it's possible, but again, like, I can go off of a lot of stuff, create a lot of theories and stuff, but until the game actually, like, says what is what, then it's just theories and conspiracies and just guesses. Well, I don't want to say guesses. Educated guesses is probably the better way to word it. But anyways, that does line up with what Alexandra said back in Sashilla. That's how I know about all that stuff, by the way. Recently, her memories have been surging into my mind like a waterfall, and I don't know why. However, it's because of that I can answer all of these questions. But that would imply that Nimra's been down here before. It's less so implication and more of a outright telling you this. Nimra has been down here before and she scavenged through just about everything. I think. That's insane to think about. But it's still foggy to me. I had no knowledge of that room with the patients and all. Even still, it doesn't explain why this place is identical to the one in my mind. I don't have all the answers. Lay off. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into an interrogation. Still, you and Nimra must be connected in some way. Come on, there isn't much left of this place. Yeah. I also kind of wonder, like, was, like, Garufa Incorporated, I wonder, like, if this place was, maybe, like, created to, well, see, like, it just, it doesn't make sense, though. What I was about to say. Well, I'll say it, but it doesn't make sense. Like, what if they did all of this to maybe stop Indrid? But that doesn't make sense, because during the prologue, you can see a photo with Indrid, Anitha, and Maria, and on, like, his, like, next to, like, where his tie is, there's a Garufa symbol on his shirt. So, I don't know, maybe he was, like, the leader of the Garufans, and I don't know, maybe one day Nimra just pulled up and was just like, no, we're gonna fight here and I'm gonna stop all of this. Probably not that, but it's more likely that Indrid does have, um, I guess, some stuff to do with all of this. And I don't know, maybe one day, with him working here and all of that, maybe he just decided, well, actually, no, I got an idea that makes sense. Like, what if he, like, got, like, a job here, for example, and just went up through the ranks, so he can be, like, near the archetype, and then one day he just up and just stole it. Maybe? Because, like, sure, he has the power to, like, literally, like, I guess probably to, like, destroy all of this and take it himself, but, like, you've noticed that, like, he doesn't like really like do stuff like that. Like the same thing with, like, Gira with the whole Narcissa side quest, when Gira or Gregory was saying, like, wouldn't it just be easier if you just blew this all up and, like, got your info and then just left? And he pretty much replied, that would just make things so much more difficult. We're not doing that. It's probably the same thing with this. If he literally, like, took down the Garufans to get the archetype, he may have felt that it was gonna make things a lot more complicated in the long run. Maybe? But that would make sense that he worked his way through all of this. then took the archetype, and then one day, with the whole end of the thing, split it into four, had four children because he couldn't, and then the rest is history. Maybe. I'll say maybe to that. I don't know. But anyways, man, where did we end up now? This place never ends. Huh? Wait, I think I remember this room. It's faint, but my memory is there. That's right, I remember this room now. Melia, remember the patients we learned about in the room before? I don't think I could forget. This place, this is where they would fuse someone with the archetype. Here? Yes, that's what I said. Not only that, but they also ran diagnostics here. Anything that was wrong with a patient that held the archetype's power was found through the machine in there. Take a look. I see, so that pod there scans the individual inside it, and then the results appear on the screen. Look at you using that brain of yours. You're absolutely correct. It's just that, for some reason, it's harder for me to manifest anything. Whenever I try something, I just become so exhausted, and when I don't, it's sorta hard for me to stop myself. I think there's something wrong with me. Nim, I want to use this machine on myself. Nice joke, come on, we still need to look for that elevator key. It's not a joke, do you know how to use this machine? I might. Good, I'll make my way to that room then. Melia, I don't know what's wrong with you, but this is insane. We just got shot at and now you're gonna just hop into this thing. Is it dangerous? Not that I remember, at least. Stupid as it may be, that's good enough for me. But what's with this hesitation? You scared? Or perhaps you have concern for my well-being? That would be new. Screw you, Melia. Fine, I'll operate the machine for you. Thanks, Nim, you're the best. Wait, she just baited me. Gosh darn it. Big bro moment. Nim, can you hear me? Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm getting into it now. Just operate the pod. Just operate the pod, she says. Blah, blah, blah. I'm doing it. Scan patient, dispatch, treatment, drain, archetype. Nim, is there something wrong? If I do this, I can... Scanning of the patient will now start. You shot them all. How could you do this? Varia, or Varia, however you pronounce her name. I'm sorry, Director, but I cannot stand by and watch you tear this world to ruin. What is the meaning of this? I've recently discovered that your testing methods have been created for, well, more brutal reasons to weaponize the archetype's power. After all we've been through, this is the path you chose. You are well aware that the other world powers have caught on to the archetype's existence, yes? It would be but days until they are at our doorstep waiting to steal that power from us. And just who was the one who leaked confidential information like that to said world powers? What are you implying? I have proof that you leaked info so that you could justify war. You and all the others here at Groova Inc. have gone along with this project for that sole reason. The archetype was created to save humanity from a doomed fate, and your greed for power has let your ambitions run amok. Addressed. Or addressed, however you pronounce it. Yes, ma'am? Was the archetype obtained? Yes, we've loaded it onto the aircraft. It should be making its way to Esquila as we speak. I'm glad. Ma'am? Yes? Was it necessary to kill them? If there was any other way, I've lost that opportunity. Address, please get me out of here. Go now, addressed, or address. We'll be making our way to the pyramid as well. As for you, Director, I'm afraid your services are no longer required. No, Varia, please don't. Melia, what's going on? What was that just now? Do you have any idea how long I've been trying to wake you up? Sorry for the pause there, and I guess I should say something as well. I guess I was wrong with maybe the whole Vitus thing. Maybe not, but I guess it wouldn't have happened here. Maybe at a Skilla, sorry, is where he got it. Maybe? Not sure. This was a simple scan, not nap time at Granny's. Right, I'll get out of this now. So have you seen the results? I think it's better if you see it for yourself. No, this can't be. Patient 73, gender female, age 75, actual age 18. So like here's like the confusing part, right? Um I don't know how to like to word it. Cause like Marionette, she got sacrificed at a young age. But even if that was the case, Marionette was not 75 years old. Unless she was also like in a similar situation like Melia, maybe. Then that could make sense. Like saying like there was another person before Marionette and then like continuing the whole reincarnation thing, then maybe, but I don't know. Soul status error, archetype reading error, diagnosis, Janus syndrome detected. Patient is something body or bodily failure detected in multiple areas. Seek treatment pod immediately. Everything here is just, I can't process this. The archetype is rejecting my body. Genesis syndrome detected. I have Genesis syndrome. There has to be some sort of mistake here. No, this lines up perfectly. My exhaustion, my nightmares, everything I've had, and even then the machine says I'm. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. What does that even mean? Of a condition or a person producing or showing no symptoms. Oh, okay. All of the other patients we've come across died of Genesis syndrome, and that was with all of their advanced technology. That means eventually I too will. Always the optimist, huh? Stop talking that way right now. What am I going to do? What's going to happen to me? You've survived this long, haven't you? But how much time do I even have left? There's no way I can tell anyone about this. This is... Melia, look, you have to tell everyone else no matter what. This is serious. Don't shut me down. Don't shut me down. Don't shut down on me. If I lost, if I lose against Team Zen, I will die. If I win, the fate is the same. Look, what you said just now isn't true at all. I mean, even if your fate is the same, it does matter. What about your friends? If Team Zen wins, they're done for. So at least, if anything else, fight for your friends Melia. Nim, you're absolutely right. I want my friends and family to live happy lives. That's my biggest wish. Even if there is no future for me, there is. This is what I want most. And you have to tell everyone else. Promise me you'll tell them. I promise. Besides, my brother and sisters have the same power I do. It's possible they are suffering from Genesis syndrome as well, and if that's the case, they need to know everything too. Nim, you always know what to say. Thank you. Yeah, don't mention it. Anyway, we reached a dead end. Luckily, I found the panel that opened the door that shut us off. So we'll at least be able to make our way back. Yeah, let's go back. That's also another thing that was like pretty wild to me. Um like I wonder how that is gonna all like play out, you know? I don't know. I don't want to like how do I want to word it? Let me say it this way. I don't believe they would kill off Melia in the future. But I will admit, like, if they did go that route, for example, it would definitely be. I just gotta say, like, easily one of the best, if not the best, fan made game. Just because of, like, all of that, you know? Like, it's just such a big twist if they went that way. I don't believe they would, mainly because, well, one, Melia is arguably the best character in the game, um, to many people. I know not for me, but she's easily like one of the favorites from what I can tell. Um, but I don't know. I mean, it's not that I don't like Malia's character either. I think she's like a really, really good character, but like, I just wonder if they would ever go that route. Maybe for like the bad ending, sure, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll just keep going. I'll end it there. Ren Venom. You guys, there you are. See, I told you things would work out if we just stayed put. Alright, you win this time, Ren. Anyway, what were you up to? What were you two up to? Melia, what's wrong? Nothing. Did you find the elevator key? Yeah, it turns out a grunt did have an elevator key on him. We should be able to take it up to the top now. Come on, we wasted enough time down here as it is. Let's get out of this dump finally. What the hell, Melia? You promised me. I know, and I intend on telling them everything, but this is not the time. Our main objective is to stop Madalis and Cassandra from escaping. When that's done, then I'll explain everything. It's like I said before, my family may be in danger too. Whether or not I want to, I have a responsibility to keep them safe. Even if I sacrifice everything to keep them safe, I'll... Nim, are you okay? Why? I mean, I don't know, like, it's not an easy situation, but like, I get what like Nim's saying as well. Like, you should just tell them. And I know she does eventually, but I get Melia's point as well with being, let's just go through the mission, let's keep our momentum going and not drag the team down, you know? So, yeah. But I don't know, this is definitely one of the, um, you know, honestly, all three routes are really, really cool, but I would say the diamond route is my favorite. Um, I would probably say the platinum route is my second favorite, and this would be my third, but I do love all three routes. But still, I just wonder how they're gonna play it out with Melia. I don't know. But I guess we'll see what happens in the future. But I don't know. I would just hope that they wouldn't like let her die by this. I hope that there is like a way to save her, but I would say it is possible that they might go in another direction with Melia, but I'll leave it at that. thanks so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.